Bitcoin could go up 10x by 2030. I think it's dramatically undervalued versus the scalable market it's going at.
Which means we could triple the price of Bitcoin to $210,000 or $230,000 just with digital credit. That's just with this asset class by itself.
You're welcome once again. This is Crypto Lord Nathan. We are looking at something very important here. This was Matthew, a billionaire Matthew Hougan, talking here in the Bitcoin conference. They were interviewed by the Cointelegraph application or website or company. All right, so today we are looking at what is really working and happening in the market. This man Matthew Hougan really said something here really inspiring, and then we need to really take notice of. Don't skip any video, because at the end you'll be shocked in the middle and the end what I'll show to you. This, if you're new to our channel, do us a massive favor, smash on the like button, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, that each time we drop news you'll be the first to know. All right, thank you. Let's head things rolling.
Just at a normal advisor conference, right? Nothing related to crypto. There were about 170 financial advisors in the room. The start of my talk, I asked them how many of them personally held Bitcoin or crypto in their own portfolios. I thought it'd be like 20, maybe 30. It was 150 people, almost everyone. It shows you how much we've normalized crypto, right? You have Morgan Stanley launching a Bitcoin ETF. You have Goldman Sachs launching a Bitcoin ETF. You have Charles Schwab saying 2 to 7% crypto. I think Bitcoin could go up 10x by 2030. I think it's dramatically undervalued versus the scalable market it's going at.
You can see here on Cointelegraph, posted not long ago, it said bullish Bitcoin closure April with 11.87 plus gains, which is really massive. In this news too, I'll be bringing to you on board why the central banks and then BTC are trying to fight the central banks, and other related news which you can't afford to miss. If you look at this show to you, it shows the Bitcoin monthly returns, yes, in percentage wise of course, but if you look at what I'm showing you currently, looking at the average from time passes from January up to May as we are in now, the market as we started in this year has really been rough towards us. January we experienced a market shutdown, which really cost us about which really influenced us a negative 10.17%, which was a loss. And then again, come to talk about it, we also experienced something here that was minus 14.94%, which was on February. Yeah, on February we experienced this massive loss. But come to think of it, in this early March, of course, the thing turned around, and then we experienced this bullish thing that was really talking about it here. So in March we experienced about 1.81% growth in the market. Really, it means it's picked up from there. For picking up from there, really we experienced a massive increase of about 11.87% in the market. As at now, I talked to you about where the arrow is being pointing to, which is really a massive increment or increase. Of course, many people are thinking about it that indeed, even with regards to this one, what is really coming even in May. All right, in May, we are in May right now, and if you can see in May, not long ago we started, the market is still projecting about 0.29%. We saw it starting, the market bullish starting from March. Now we've ended it up in April with 11.87. Now we are in May. What is really heading towards? Really, are we expecting very huge amount of market impact? More than that. That is why I am here to take you through the market, to really know what is going on and know what is really happening. Before we move on here, I want you to listen to something here I talked to you about in the beginning, talking about it that the central banks with the traditional finance are trying to fight over the banking system.
Well, I think the high-level principle here is that we can't really have banks come in and try to kill their competition at the expense of the American consumer, right? People in America should be able to earn more money on their money. I think stablecoins are an opportunity for banks. They should be able to build great product lines with this. It's an opportunity for crypto companies. Congress and the laws that get passed, they should really create a level playing field and say, this is allowed, this is not allowed. Now, all American companies, go compete, try to build the best products and services. That's great. What's not great is if the banks can put their thumb on the scale to try to kill some of their competition, and they only pay about, 14 basis points on the average savings account. Consumers should be able to earn 3.8% on their stablecoin rewards. And so we're going to keep fighting for our customers' rights and the 52 million Americans who use crypto every day.
I mean, what would you say to the argument that banks have put forward that because of the role they play in the economy, the loans that they make, if they do wind up seeing billions of dollars, as some have estimated would happen going from banks to stablecoin, they say that could have a big impact on the economy. What's your response to that?
Yeah, well, banks don't have a monopoly on lending money. Actually, crypto is doing quite well in this area as well, and crypto is a technology to update all parts of the financial system, whether it's lending, capital formation, etc. So I think banks do play an important role in the economy and making these loans. Crypto should be allowed to do similar types of activity. We're not engaged in fractional reserve lending. That's an important point, by the way, because the bank license, what that really allows you to do is fractional reserve. The banks don't have all of your money there. That's why there's so much oversight, and you can have these runs on the bank. Stablecoins have 100% reserve, right? And they're all the assets now post-Genius are held in this short-term U.S. Treasuries. So in my view, it's actually a safer place to store your money, and crypto companies should be allowed to compete and offer loans just like banks.
If you really listen to it, well, it talks about it that crypto deals and then collapse of because of what Coinbase CEO was the one who was talking here, trying to talk about what the banking system trying to have competitions or a rejection with regards to the what with crypto and other things that are going on here, which is not supposed to be so. Listen to the well-known CJ, founder of what Binance, the world's top most thriving exchanger in the world. Listen to him what he has to say concerning what crypto and then traditional finance and how the next revolution is about.
I think crypto is not like crypto versus traditional finance. Crypto is just a new technology for finance. The traditional any financial company should use it and should embrace it. I think Larry is one of those interesting personalities. He openly admits that in the early years he was against Bitcoin, but then he turned around. So that's a very good example. Many people do that, right? But for people of his status and his position to openly accept that and pushing Bitcoin so hard afterwards is great.
So per what CJ was talking about here, that there must be some revolution or a mix up with what the traditional finance with regards to crypto and Bitcoin as in relation to be able to get it well known. As the strategy, as I talked to you about Michael Saylor's strategy, of course, was interviewed in Bitcoin Conference 2026. And let's listen to this news. What he's talked about here will really shock you.
$300 trillion is the entire credit universe. If we could take 1% of that, that's $3 trillion. If we could create a digital credit category that in 5 years is $3 trillion, that'll mean that we're going to triple the AUM of Bitcoin just from digital credit, which means we could triple the price of Bitcoin to $210,000 or $230,000 just with digital credit. That's just with this asset class by itself. And I think that's a very reasonable thing to say that we could take 1% of the credit market. It's not a lot, 1%. That's all I'm asking for in 5 years.
So per what he said here, he said the CEO of what strategy talks about it here that what he's all asking about here is about 1% of the digital credit. Digital credit, he talks about here that is on about $230 trillion. $230 trillion. So in $230 trillion, if 1% is to be for how much strategy will hold, meaning we are supposed to be doubling, we'll be tripling Bitcoin price as at now to about $200 or $200 or $300 plus as at now. Plus, yes, as I talk about. So meaning if indeed this thing is to hold on, we are supposed to be experiencing market bulls here. I want us to fast forward, look something here into the market. So looking at the market here, you are welcome once again this crypto law dashboard. If you see my dashboard here, I've really specified some things here that I want us to first quickly look on what is happening now in the 4-hour zone. As I saw it here in the market, as you can clearly see what is really going on, the price of Bitcoin. But I want us to firstly look at it in the hour zone, all right, in 4-hour zone, and then see what is really going on. So in 4-hour zone, I really draw something here that is really important that we look at it here. Yeah, something very important. So in 4-hour zone, you can see something like this really happening. I drew this support and resistance zone, and indeed this support and resistance zone, if we are supposed to break this support and resistance zone, meaning the market is really supposed to be experiencing a really bullish market here. Because if you break it, meaning we are supposed to be retesting as I've done probably on the same resistance zone or even above it, using another Fibonacci principle, another thing to really match up to see what is really going on. And then after that, I think we are supposed to be soaring higher than this. This is what I have for you as Crypto Lord Nathan. Thank you for always sticking for watching towards our channel. If you've not subscribed to our channel, do all to subscribe. See you in the upcoming videos. Bye for now.